check if this is on. Yeah, okay, we're live. Hello everyone, welcome to this Fonta Academy live stream number 2, or episode 2, or whatever you want to call it. But in today's live stream we are going to take a look at trigonometry again, and this is considered episode 4 of Law of Science. But first, before I do that, let me clarify some updates of Fonta Academy. So if we go to the website that I'm using to create my website is Fonta Academy. I think you all know how I made it. Okay, so I'm probably going to release this soon, but there's going to be a live stream tab here but I'm going to release it like fairly soon, probably over the weekend or even tomorrow, but I'm going to release this probably soon. So and I think that's all the updates for now. So yeah, so live streams is the live stream tab is gonna be released soon. Okay, let's get back to Fonta Academy live stream number 2. So let's say first we're going to do side, 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 and then side, angle, side for a triangle. So let's say we have a oh gosh, oh, this is very laggy. Okay, so let's say we have a triangle like this, and this is A. This angle is A, B, and C. So let's say this side B is equal to 30, and A is equal to, oh wait a minute, angle A is 31, and C, hold on, C is equal to 32. So let's say we want to try to find angle A. So let's find angle A. So we need to try to find angle A. There's a formula that I use. So the formula that I use to find any angles, so for cosine A, for cosine angle A, that is equal to c squared plus b squared minus a squared over 2 times c times b, or 2cb. And let's do, so cosine angle B is equal to c times a, c squared times, or plus a squared minus b squared over 2 times c times a. And last but not least, if we want to try to find cosine angle C, that would equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. So for side, let's try to find, first let's try to find angle A, and then angle B, and then angle C. Okay. So we are given the sides of A 31, B 30, and C 32. Actually, you know what? Instead of, I'll make this 31, and then I'll make this 30, because it only makes sense. Okay. So let's. Oh yeah, and I highly encourage you guys to copy this formula down for side. Okay. So what we want to do, since we were asked to get angle A, let's use the formula cosine A. So then what we need to do is c squared, which is 32 squared, plus b squared, would be, in this case, is 31 minus 30 squared over these two numbers, or 2 times 32 times 31. So let's do this on the calculator. 32 squared plus 31 squared minus 30 squared, which that gives us 1085 over 2 32 30 or times 31. That is 1984. So then we have to simplify this to 35 over 64 over 64. Okay, so now what we want to do is try to find the inverse, or like the inverse of cosine. So we do cosine -1 of 35 over 64, which we will get, hopefully. So let's round it to the nearest degree, because that only makes sense. So 57 degrees, and that is our answer. Okay. Oh yeah, and also please feel free to ask any questions or comment, and I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can. Okay. So instead of trying to find angle A, let's try to find angle B. So let's use the cosine B formula. So c squared, which is 32 squared. Okay, 32 squared plus a squared, so in this case is and minus b squared, 31 squared, over 2ca. Okay, so what we want to do is do 32 squared plus 30 squared minus 31 squared. So that is, wow, 963 divided by, oh, wait, I meant to put, oops, sorry. So, wow, I'm not in it today. So, 32 times 30. Okay, so 2 times 32 times 30. That is 1920. And then let's further simplify this to 963 over 1920, which that would give us a total of 321 over 640. That looks like a 940. So we want to find the inverse cosine of 321 over 640. So let's do that real quick. $640. Ooh, that would give us a total of, let's round it to the nearest degree, so it would be 60 degrees. So B is 60 degrees. Okay, that is terrible. 60 degrees. Okay. And let's do the other. Let's do C. So let's use the formula cosine of C. So then it's a squared. So a squared is 30 squared plus b squared, which is 31 squared, minus c squared, which is 32 squared. And then this is, I'll just do it a little simpler. Okay, so then this is 2 times a, which is 30, times b, which is 31. Okay, so that equals to 30 squared plus 31 squared minus 32 squared. That's 837 over 2 times 30 times 31. That's 860 equals, so 837 over 860. Oh, that is 9 over 20. And we want the cosine of 9 over 20. So the cosine of 9 over 20 is equal to 63 degrees. Okay, so that is it for side, and oops, let's do another. So now we are going to do side angle side now, which for that one we're just going to do just one example. So I hope you guys copied this down. I'm just gonna erase this. Okay, so let's do side angle side. And then oh, I hope the weather this weekend is like last weekend's. Oh yeah, last weekend's weather was pretty great. Pretty great. And in you know so let's say this angle. I'm gonna try to make it simpler, or I'm gonna try to make it accurate. Let's do 23 degrees. So this is I'm gonna mix it up a bit. This is angle B, C, and A. I'm gonna make this a better C. I see. Okay, so let's say side C is 30. Not 30. Let's mix it up. 11, and side A is 13. Yeah, 13. So let's do. So we want to find. So this is C, and then this is A. You want to find angle B. We don't know what B is yet. So let's try to find it. Okay, so the formula we use for this is C squared plus A squared minus 2AC and cosine of theta, and then that equals to B squared. So let's solve it. So we know C squared is, or we know angle C is 11. 11 times 11, that's 121. Plus A squared is, so we know angle A is 13. So 13 squared is 169. Minus 2, 13, and then 11, and then cosine of 23 degrees. Oops, that is a 3. 23 degrees equals to B squared. Okay, so let's add 121 plus 169. That'll give us 290. And and 13 times 11 times 2 is 286, and cosine of 23 degrees, and then this equals to b squared. But what we want to do is take the square root of this. So it'll be 290 minus 286. Let me do 290 minus 286 times the cosine of 23. That would give us, let's round it to the nearest tenth. So then that would be b equals 5.2. Okay? So, we are done with that. We still have like enough time to do some integrating. Okay. So I'm going to call this, let's say, free time. Okay. So free time integration, that is what we're going to do. Okay. So let's integrate. First, I'm just gonna actually I just wanna do something real quick. Okay. So I guess this is going to be like a bonus lesson for you guys. Okay. We are going to talk about, right now, we are going to talk about the first fundamental theorem of calculus. Oops. So, I'm actually pretty excited for this. So we're going to talk about the fundamental theorem of calculus. But first, I guess we have time to do like two questions for this. So let me check. Okay, so this is going to be, so number one. So let's say we have an integral from 5 to 1, and then that's with negative 3 cubed plus 6x squared, and then dx. So how would you approach this problem? So what I would do is do the power rule for both of these, and then plug these numbers in. So then I would do negative 3 to the 4th over 4 plus 6x cubed over 3, and then 1 and 5. So let's plug in this. Oh gosh, I'm gonna move this so it's not gonna get in the way. So let's do the top number first. That is a terrible circle. So -5 to the 4th divided by 4 plus 6 not x to the 5th. Yeah, that's right. Over 3. So what would that equal to? So we know that -5 to the 4th is 600, -625 divided by 4 is -156.25 plus 5 or 6 times 5 to the power of 3 divided by 3 is 250. So that would equal to -156.25 plus 250. That's 93.75. And that is the answer for 5, if we plug in 5. Actually, what we need to do is just wait a second. Yeah. Okay. But what we need to do is f of 5 minus f of 1. And then that will give us our final answer. Okay, so we know f of 5 is 93.75. So let's do f of 1. Okay, so it's like, so let's plug in 1 to the 4th divided by 4. So then that is, that, and then plus 6 to the 1. 6 times 1 to the 3rd, sorry. To the 3rd. Divided by 3. That equals to, so -1 to the 4th, that is -1, divided by 4, is -0.25 plus 6 times 1 to the power of 3 is 6, divided by 3 is 2. Or, yeah, wait, hold on, why did I put that? 2, and then that is -0.25 plus 2 is 1.75. So let's plug it back in here. So then that is 1.75. That is equal to 92. And I hope you guys got the same answer as I did. Okay. Oh, okay. We're running short on time. But thank you everyone for joining me in this live stream, and I hope you guys are safe. And thank you for all the doctors and first responders. That was my fault. First responders, and thank you, and I hope you will join me again on the next live stream.